Reclaiming legal title, the lawful process of authenticating your birth certificate. Introduction: Birth certificates as instruments of legal control. The birth certificate, often seen as a benign document of identification, may serve a more complex role within legal and financial systems. According to critical legal interpretations, this certificate functions as a certificate of title, establishing state control over the legal name and thus over the legal person. Registered with financial institutions such as the Depository Trust Company, DTC, the birth certificate is used to secure public debt. As long as new individuals are registered with the state, the system allegedly maintains a constant source of surety to service this debt. Legal Foundation, Minnesota Court Rule 220. Among U.S. jurisdictions, Minnesota provides a unique legal insight through Rule 220, which outlines how a birth certificate functions similarly to a certificate of title. The Registrar of Titles is authorized to receive for registration of memorials an official birth certificate, providing there is attached an affidavit stating that the party named is the same party as one of the owners named in said certificate of title. This implies that the state holds legal title to the name, the person, by presumption, and only through affidavit and proper registration can one reclaim equitable title as a living being. Commercial Law Application, UCC 9311 and Title Perfection. Under the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, specifically Section 9 to 311, certain properties, including those titled by statute, do not require traditional financing statements to perfect a security interest. This includes certificates of title issued under government authority. This legal point suggests a possible route to assert an interest in your legal title through non-confrontational, statutory means. Federal Recognition, 28 U.S. Code Section 1733. According to 28 U.S. Code Section 1733, properly authenticated copies of any department or agency shall be admitted in evidence equally with the originals. Therefore, a properly authenticated certificate of live birth may serve as a legally equivalent instrument to the original, thus reinforcing one's claim over the title. Authentication versus certification. Authentication validates the notary's authority and the document's legitimacy for countries not party to the Hague Convention. For Hague signatory countries, apostilles are used instead. Proper authentication ensures the document is recognized federally and internationally. Step-by-step process to authenticate your birth certificate. Obtain a certified copy. Request your certificate of live birth, long-form version, from your local or state vital statistics office or from an authorized provider like Vital. Check. State authentication. Take the certified copy to your county or state for official authentication, typically through the Secretary of State's office. Federal authentication. Complete Form DS 4194 and submit it along with the authenticated document to the U.S. Department of State. Choose a non-Hague destination country, e.g., Jamaica or Taiwan. Legal result: recognized ownership via affidavit. Attach an affidavit of ownership to the authenticated document, declaring your lawful identification with the name on the certificate. This combination forms a counter-deed, recognized under trust and commercial law as a first-in-time claim to the legal title. Status correction and implications. This authenticated package may support a lawful correction of status, distinguishing yourself from the 14th Amendment citizen subject. As legal systems increasingly define crimes and status through commercial and trust law, see 27 CFR 72.11, establishing oneself as the holder in due course strengthens one's legal footing. Key legal definitions, Black's Law, First Edition. Birth, the act of being brought into separate existence. Delivery, the final transfer of a deed. Livery, Delivery of possession of land. Deed, a written, sealed instrument of property transfer. Counter deed, a private agreement altering a public document. Title, legal evidence of the right to possession. Authentication, a formal validation of a document's legitimacy. Conclusion, reclaiming title, reclaiming status. Through a series of legally grounded, non-confrontational steps, individuals may assert equitable ownership over their legal name and correct their political status. This process, while administrative in appearance, may provide foundational leverage in legal, financial, and jurisdictional matters.